What up, Wichita? Welcome to the Wichita Dinner Table, sponsored by Twister City Harley-Davidson. It is a legendary brand of American motorcycles, plus apparel and more at all these branches. You can check out Twister City at 5427 Choosy Drive, 53rd Street exit, right off of 135. All right, tonight is May 14th. We got the whole gang back. We got myself, Eddie. We got DJ Carbon.
What is good, ICT?
We got Troy Trussell with Live Local.
What's up, Wichita?
Who, by the way, has a brand new hot dog video series out that you need to check out.
Yes.
I was thoroughly entertained.
Oh,
it
good.
was pretty good.
Three guys looking for wieners on Live Local. Check it out.
We got
two coming out soon.
We got Annette Lawless.
I'm not looking for wieners. Thank you.
And someone that might be, we got the Kansas Gastronomist.
No comment there.
TKG, favorite hot dog in town, just off the cusp.
Favorite hot dog in town? I think Wheat Street hot dogs are pretty good.
Yeah, the vegan food cart. They're great.
Yeah.
All right, this week's weekly swag. We got Smalls Sliders. It is a new slider restaurant that just opened up at 1370 North Greenwich Road. Has anybody been by yet?
I have.
On my list.
No.
The line's too long for me, man.
I drove by last week around, I think it was like 3 p.m. No line, maybe a handful of people. No line at all.
Wow.
So I think like in between lunch and between school getting out, the off-peak time.
Late lunch, yeah.
Yeah, my wife was able to take a few of the kids around that same time, get some.
They enjoy it?
Yeah, they liked it. Yeah.
I went the first. Well, the second day it was open. The first day was kind of like a soft opening. Yeah. And honestly, I think I waited 15 minutes. It was not a big deal. Now the line, the drive-through line was ridiculous, but I just went and parked, walked over, and I mean, there was a line, don't get me wrong, but once you ordered, I had my food in 5 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, it's just like sliders and fries.
Yeah,
it's good. Yeah. I do have a complaint. I did post about this. It got some traction. Like the
crawl.
What's that?
Your crawl. What's up with crawl, TKG?
Well, the queso. So they charge like $3-4 for the queso, which is fine, but it's already a small container, and it was not even like halfway full. It needed more queso. I just feel like if they're going to charge that amount, which I thought was somewhat significant for queso, they got to fill it up, or they need to charge a little bit more and fill it up. And here's the thing. I don't think my experience was limited to just me, because I had quite a few other people say the same thing. Now, granted, it could be that, that was opening
time jitters. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, so I'm not going to judge too harshly, but but otherwise the food was good.
Yeah.
I liked your write-up about how they're started down in, was it South Louisiana somewhere? And yeah,
it's the same owner as
Walk-Ons.
Walk-Ons.
Right? And Drew Brees had a part in it.
Drew Brees is a partner in it now.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll support him just for that.
Of course you will. All right. This past week, it was happy belated Mother's Day, Annette.
Oh, thank you. Mom, love it.
Yeah. Did you guys get out and do anything fun?
Yeah, we went out to eat, which is fine. We don't typically, so it's always a risk, but very good experience there. But we just spent some time outside. We're all like really still stuffy from all the outdoorness. But I knocked out a goal on my list this year was we used to garden a lot, like before kids especially. We grow all sorts of plants and stuff. So this year we're going to have a mediocre garden is what I'm going to call it. Like we're going to try, but not really try. But we planted like tomatoes and bell peppers, jalapenos, squash, cucumbers, and we're going to see if anything comes out. So
where did you eat?
That was fun. Huh?
Where did you eat for Mother's Day?
We went to Meddy's. It's just
it's convenient and quick.
And I like it.
Yeah,
it's quick,
and
it was satisfying. I enjoy it, but like it's perfect for the kids because they enjoy it. And I'm like, if there's anything that they can enjoy That's a little different. I'm like, I'm all for it. So we can get kind of quirkier stuff on the menu aside from like McDonald's or whatever. And,
Sure.
that's kind of cool. But the staff there was like, oh my gosh, amazing. And I was really impressed. I mean, but I expected it was going to be crazy busy, and it was. But when we went like perfectly before, I think maybe a lot of churches got out later or something. I don't know, on Sunday, but it was awesome. So yay, cheers to that. But I'm so glad about the garden. So yeah, so good.
Carbon, you had quite the weekend, it looks like.
Oh, man.
As always.
It's what it is. We had Fashion Passion for Rainbows, which is their big fundraiser. That was an absolute blast. We had adult skate at Carousel. That was a blast. My sister and brother-in-law came out with some of their friends, which was amazing. Saturday, we had Girls on the Run, which is an awesome group. My daughter was a part of it back in the day, all about the girl power. They had their big season finale down by the Hyatt. Then we had a graduation party on Saturday. Mother's Day, we went out to Doodah Diner. They brought their buffet back, which I miss. I get it. It's hard to run a buffet these days, but Doodah Diner is amazing. And you always want to eat all the things there. So their buffet, now it's a few times they bring it out, but man, so good.
I got a question real quick.
Yeah.
Did you guys take a nap after the buffet?
Everyone, so here's the deal. It's Mother's Day. I had some friends. We actually built a brand new bar for my new backyard entertainment area.
Whoa.
And I realized, because I don't have a free weekend for the next 2 months. And I was like, I need to get this built because we're going to probably try and do a new house rewarming party with all the remodel, hopefully Memorial Day weekend. And I'm like, I could do this on a weeknight, but I don't want to. So if anyone's available and wants to help post Mother's Day brunch. So I bailed on my family's Mother's Day to get this done, and we had some help. So there was no food coma. As much as we wanted to, we actually went and built an entire outdoor bar for the patio area.
Yeah, it was pretty hot Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, it was
melted. I'm not gonna. I got a nice little
like a
cut
little
from. No, I got cut. I got hit in the head with one of the boards at one point.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Dangerous stuff.
Yeah.
I just noticed. I just noticed that when you mentioned your injury, Troy immediately laughed. So this is also like the second time, because when you had your ice skating injury, I think in the background of the video, Troy was cracking up. Yeah,
he's a guy that grew up on Looney Tunes, and he really enjoyed it.
That's right. I love it when people get hurt, and when they're okay. But when they're okay, when it's like an accident, like bam, or they trip and fall, like that stuff's funny.
That's not funny. That's ridiculous.
It's hilarious.
Eddie, I got to tell you the coolest thing I did this weekend, which I have not actually told you, which is rare. But I went to the All Things Barbecue. I haven't posted about it. They had like this event that was there.
Yoder Days.
Yeah, Yoder Days. Okay. But what was so cool, and I know some of you guys already know them, but I didn't, but Heat Mavericks was there. And they were making their hot sauce there. Like I think they had smoked it. I got there late. I know, big surprise. Eddie, make a joke. But anyway, they were dishing it out and putting it into the containers. And I flew there solo. Nobody knew me. So I just got to go up there and just ask a bunch of questions. And it was really cool. And like the two brothers that own it and started it during COVID. And that was probably the coolest thing I did this weekend.
I need to get some more Heat Mavericks at home.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Where do you get them at? Do you get them at
they have them there at All Things
Saucy and All Things Barbecue?
I don't think they have it at Sweet and Saucy. I think you can only get it at All Things Barbecue.
Okay.
I think you can order it online too from their website.
Well, I'm glad I can live vicariously through you guys, because we had a super chill weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, just not really much. I mean, we celebrated our 17-year-old's birthday. So we went to Red Rock Canyon Grill.
That's nice.
Had a big, and then Saturday, I think we took like multiple naps.
That's awesome.
I got Megan. I got Megan a massage for Mother's Day, so she did that while I watched the kids.
Nice. I got one for my wife as well. That's good.
Can I share a little story? I don't mean to cut into your story.
Have at it.
But one funny Mother's Day thing. So our kids, their schools, daycare and public school, did a survey with the kids about mom. And so they asked the questions to like my 4-year-old, for example, tell us this and this about mom, fill in the blank. Mom, what's her name? Her name's Annette. How old is mom? She's 10 years old. My mom smells like sausage. I mean, like the things that she put on there. But my 8-year-old son had an even better one. So they're he's filling it out. He draws a picture of me, and I love him. He's a very good artist, but I guess my hair must be up all the time. But he draws a picture of me, and there's just like this ball on my head. It's great. And then he said, my mom is good at sleeping. I'm like, what is this? It's just, you get humbled with your children.
Oh,
it's
that's
lovely.
good.
It's interesting the things they do in school, and like when they get asked these questions. It's funny you mention that because my daughter, she had like to do some artwork, and one of the questions on it was like, who do you love? And she goes, I love mommy and I love Calvin. Calvin's a boy in her class.
Oh,
and so I got kicked to the curb. So we see it, I grab it, and I was like, oh, so you love this boy named Calvin, you love mommy. And I was like, what about daddy? And she goes, Daddy, I like you too. And I go, oh, you like me? You like me? She's like, well, there wasn't enough room for me to put that I love you on the card, so I couldn't put it on there. I'm like, whatever.
Aw.
I know.
Well, we're waiting for the Father's Day answers for you guys. So fun.
Yeah, she'll probably put Calvin's name on a Father's Day card.
Yeah.
Wish you were Calvin.
Right? Competing against a 5-year-old boy. God.
Tough love.
All right. Upcoming events. All right. Friday, May 16th is Symphony in the Gardens at Botanica. It's an enchanting evening of music and nature. You can wander through the breathtaking gardens of Botanica, where the Wichita Symphony Orchestra musicians will set the mood with timeless melodies of love and passion. Sounds right reality, TKG.
Hey, can I just say one thing about Botanica?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My kid went there last week for a school field trip, and I don't know what they did, but he is enamored with the place. He's like, keeps asking, can I go back to Botanica? And a little 6-year-old, little kindergarten class. So props to them, whatever they're doing. He had a blast.
Future botanist in the making.
That's right. Maybe so.
He's going to have a card. He's going to have a future card that says, I love mommy in Botanica.
Right.
All right. Also, this Friday, it's Amber Waves Tasting Tour at Delano. I know some of you have gone before. Every ticket supports Starkey and helps nearly 500 adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. I'll be there this Friday. TKG, you might be there too as well, right?
Yep.
Cool event. You just walk up and down the little bars and stores of Delano, try samples of food, have some drinks, and just, enjoy the outdoors for a good cause. Also, this week is Heritage Fest. I know we had them on as a guest recently. It is over in the Heritage Square area in Andover. It's ice cream social, live music, themed food, family activities, and more. Also this weekend, May 17th and 18th at Century 2 is the Wichita Flea Market. So if you love hunting for treasures, this is the way to go. Oh, I forgot to mention, Thursday, May 15th at Stearman is Traveling Bike Night. Oh! All right, our next guest on the dinner table is Dan Winston. He is the general manager of Twister City Harley-Davidson. What's going on, Dan?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me on today, you guys. I really appreciate this.
Yeah,
of course.
Welcome.
I know for a lot of people who drive down 135 or I-35, they see the big building right off the highway. For those that have never been, what is Twister City?
Well, we became Twister City in March of 2017, so we're going on 8 years now, and we are the largest dealership in at least 100-mile radius out here. And so we've got everything going on here. We got at any given time about 100 new bikes in stock, about 75 used bikes, huge clothing department, parts department. I mean, we take care of it all out here. We even do riding academy, they call it, where we train new riders. So if you know anybody, if you've never ridden before, I always wanted to jump in and give it a try. You come out here and do our riding academy over a weekend and teaches you how to ride a bike. And for most people, it's kind of like one of the coolest things they ever do in their life. So it's pretty exciting stuff.
So you guys are like the only authorized Harley dealer in the How far does it go? What's the radius?
Oh, I think it's pretty easily a 100-mile radius. Yeah, you got to go quite a ways, and and we're still the coolest, even if you count those guys. We're way cooler than anybody out there.
Oh,
So.
heck yeah. It's fun.
Yeah.
I like going there. So my husband, he's a motorcyclist, and for a while he had a Kawasaki, so we go whatever, but he'd always go to the Harley shop. But now we have a Harley, and I don't know the kind, so don't ask me. It's a kind that I don't mind riding on though. But I love getting like little things for like Christmas and stuff for him there. So like his birthday, Father's Day, it's just fun. It's fun to go. It's a great time.
It's one of the coolest things. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so much stuff to the culture of it, even just beyond the motorcycles. Everybody wants to get a Harley t-shirt from everywhere they go. We've got all kinds of stuff in our accessories department. So even if you're not a rider, they've got cool stuff like wine glasses and metal tin signs and stuff like that. So, you can kind of Harley yourself out, even if you're not a rider, and it just looks cool.
It's interesting to see that the community, because my in-law, he owns a Harley and does the rides. Like he's done been to New Mexico.
Wow.
I know when we were out in Hawaii, he's like, we got to stop by the Harley store. And I was like, it's like one of those things, like they have to check out the store and see what's there. It's like, it's a real big, biking culture.
No, it totally, you're exactly right. The guys that ride, girls that ride, they get every place they go. They got to get a t-shirt from that Harley dealer, stop in, see what they've got, get a poker chip, get a t-shirt. They bring them home for their friends. The culture is just, it's so incredible. It's really fun. It's genuinely a really cool kind of biker group, if you will, that gets out there and does this stuff. So we love it.
Yeah. How far is there people like from super far that have come and you're like, oh my gosh, has there been a group that surprised you?
We've had groups come through from Europe. We've had,
oh my gosh,
people.
No
oh
way.
Yeah, yep. In fact, it's a really big deal to them over there. People will fly over from Europe and they'll ride all of Route 66. They fly into Chicago, they get on Harleys, and they ride all the way out to the Santa Monica Pier. And that's like a vacation of a lifetime for them. And so we used to see that all the time when I was down at Route 66.
So if someone's never ridden a motorcycle before, they can sign up for these rider classes and learn how to ride.
Yep, exactly. If you've never sat on a motorcycle before, you've had nothing to do with it, never rode a bicycle, these guys will take you and teach you from, all the way A to Z. You'll leave that course being able to ride. It's really cool. It's all aimed at people that have never ridden before. Not, like I say, not even necessarily ever sat on a motorcycle before. And you see these people graduate a couple days later and they're so excited. It's one of the coolest things ever. Like they can't believe it.
Do you think that that class that you're describing, do you think that would even work for Troy?
I'll tell you,
yes.
We work with a lot of people, but we may be pushing it there. We'll just go down there and give it a try.
I did get on a Kawasaki one time. They would. I got on a Kawasaki. I refer to those as crotch rockets. I sat on one time and hit the gas and went about 10 feet before my buddy grabbed the brake and stopped me before I killed myself. So that was back in my early 20s.
Has anybody else ever been on a motorcycle and ridden one before?
So, hey, Dan, I got to tell you something. I have a motorcycle license, but I don't currently own a motorcycle.
What? TKG with a motorcycle license?
Dude,
yeah.
I think you need to go buy a Harley right now, today.
Yeah,
I know.
What are you doing?
So I'd have to give way too much background. I know I'd have to give way too much background, but I
love it.
My only means of transportation probably 12, 13 years ago was it was just a moped. But it was
Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah, it was in a different state, and you had to have anything over 250cc. You had to have a motorcycle license. But I'm definitely gonna now that I've got this contact, I'll reach out to you, and maybe I'll go check it out.
I think you need to come
TKG,
down here.
if you go do a class, I'll join you.
Hey,
I'm down.
That sounds like that's going to happen. I'll tell you what.
Carbon, have you ever been on a motorcycle?
Been on a motorcycle once. Gave it a little test. I'm like, whoo, Oh, okay. But that being said, it was my brother-in-law's, and I had to go. That was actually the day of their wedding. He's like, "Give it a ride." I'm like, "I got stuff to do. I'm not. Nope. I'm going to get yelled at by mom and dad if I get hurt before I give a best man speech." So, so no, I've not been privy to the motorcycle life. Although I have been privy up to Twister City, man. It's a great time up there. I got to do their birthday bash not long ago. We had a blast. So, looking forward to do many more things up there because it is a great community up there. It's an incredible spot, and man, just amazing.
So speaking of which, I saw, when I'm putting all these events in the calendar together, Twister City is doing a lot more events in the community. I know they have a traveling bike night on the third Thursday of every month. I think some stops. I think you guys are going to Station 8 next month in June.
Ooh, fun.
Yes.
So how do these bike nights work?
Well, so this is really cool, and Kristen came up with this idea, and this is the first time we're doing this year, where we're doing traveling bike nights. Now, we always have the bike night here at Twister City on the first Thursday of the month, but we're going to do these traveling bike nights to try and get out and do a little bit more outreach. And so what we're going to do is everybody meets at the dealership here, those that want to ride, between 5 and 6 o'clock, and then we kick stands up at 6 o'clock and go ride out to our bike night. And so this is going to be a first for us. And I'm telling you, we're super excited about this. We've got some really cool places coming up, like at Stearman Airfield out there, and so there's going to be some really neat ones this summer.
Yeah, I saw Stearman's this Thursday. That'd be a cool ride. And I mean, that patio out Stearman is like one of the best.
For sure.
Yeah,
it is.
June is Station 8. So you guys will definitely be eating great there. That's cool that Alex is opening up the place for the evening. July, Wichita Brewing Company East. August is Jerry's Bar and Grill. September, the Monarch.
Yeah, that's great.
It's a full,
we got some cool ones.
Yeah.
And then this Saturday also, you guys have a new Harley demo day.
Yeah, we ended up, we tried to do this about a week and a half ago. We got rained on, so we moved it. And looks like it's gonna work out for the best for us because we keep getting warmer now and it's sunny out. So you can come on down on Saturday and go take a brand new 25 Harley out for a demo. You just need to have your motorcycle endorsement. Cruise out here. We even provide helmets if you need one, and you get to go take one for a cruise. There's going to be about 12 different models that are available, and you're not limited to just one. So you go take one for a spin, go jump on the next ride, and go take another one. Try them all out if you want. So it'll be running from 11 to 4 on Saturday, and we really, these things get a huge reaction, big turnout because it's super fun. They got do hot dogs and hamburgers, and it's a good time.
Hey, I got a quick question, Dan. Eddie said something about Jerry's Bar and Grill. Is that the restaurant in Turon?
Yes. Yep.
That's awesome. I don't know if you guys remember, but they were like really struggling a couple months ago. So that's really cool that you guys are going to go out there. I'll bet that would be a nice ride too.
It's going to be super fun, and it works out because it's fun for us and it gets our riders together, but then we get to go to, some of these exciting places and hang out with them and maybe get some different people that haven't been on Harleys or don't know the culture. It's, we get all the bikes lined up out front and people want to wander in just because they got to see what's going on. And so, years ago, we've done these in the past. They've always had a great reaction. We're really looking forward to it.
And then the first Thursday of every month, you guys are also doing another bike night. It looks like on the calendar. Yeah. And next one is June 5th. And you'll be checking out Argentina's empanadas.
Yep. And that's right here at the store. So you cruise up to the dealership, and that gets kicked off at 5:30. They run till 8 o'clock. We got, we'll have the empanadas up here. We've got a live band that's playing. Cold beverages, and so we do those the first Thursday all through the summer, and so that's been a popular staple in our lineup for the last 8 years since we've been here, and so it's a really good time, very family friendly. Everybody comes up here, hang out, listen to some good music, and have some food and some cold beverages.
So 2 things I learned today. I learned what kickstand up means, so I'm guessing that's like. Everybody gets on the bike, kicks up that kickstand, and goes.
Time to go.
I learned that term.
Time to ride.
I might use it. I'm gonna start using that when I ride my bicycle. And then I learned that TKG has a license. That is amazing.
That's useful information.
I know. All right. Well, Dan, before we let you go, I know you're a little bit of a foodie, so I got to ask you, give me a few of your favorite restaurants in town.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's gonna be tough. You know,
I know. Pressure. The pressure. It's a lot of pressure, isn't it? Oh my gosh.
Did you guys get a chance to go to Small Sliders yet?
I have the hat on, actually.
Oh, hey.
Oh, okay.
Look at that.
I should have known that. You know what? We've been wanting to try it since they opened, and of course, the line's always around the building, and we finally just sucked it up about a week ago and said, okay, we're going to go do the wait for this because we got to try this. And they didn't disappoint. Those things were good. I got to tell you, the place is pretty tasty.
For
the
viewers out there, this was not planned at all. It is totally ironic to have the hat on.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Dan, thank you for hopping on. I'm sure we'll catch you out at Twister City. For those that are not familiar with them, they are located at 5427. Is it Choosy Drive? Chuzzy or Choosy?
Choosy.
Choosy Drive. Choosy. Okay.
Yep.
And that's pretty much right off the 53rd Street exit off of 135.
Yeah. That's correct.
All right, Dan. Well, thanks for hopping on. See you next time.
Hey, thank you very much, you guys.
Thank you.
Things in the community. This Saturday, I know we talked about this last week. Fred Winters, he is a chef at Kobe Japanese Steakhouse. He's battling cancer right now. So what Kobe is going to do is Saturday from 11 to 2, they're typically closed. They're going to be open. You can make reservations. We'll have the flyer on the screen. All proceeds from the lunch will go directly to Fred.
Isn't that great? That's so
cool.
great.
So I said it time and time again, anytime there's like a tragedy or something tragic that happens in the community, the restaurant industry is like quick to step up and do the work. So
always
I'll
chills.
be there.
Those like chills, like, oh my gosh, it's going to be good.
So yeah, I'll be there Saturday supporting and hope to see many of y'all there. All right. Now it's time for Trussell Truth, sponsored by Trussell Media.
All right. Did you know that Saturday is also May 17th is also World Whiskey Day?
Ooh.
Did you know this?
Talk to me.
Tricky.
Yeah. So I learned this from a podcast that was recorded here in the studio last week. They recorded a podcast. It's called A Nerd, a Teacher, and a Hockey Player Walk into a ... That's the name of the podcast.
Okay.
They had someone special come, a whiskey specialist come in, and they were tasting whiskey and talking about whiskey and bourbon. And I learned so much. I used to drink whiskey. I don't anymore, but I used to, and loved it, and just didn't know all the things that they were talking about that this guy was sharing. So, but I know some of you guys here on the show drink whiskey, and I wanted to know, what is your favorite brand of whiskey? What's your go-to?
My go-to is Keeper's Heart.
Okay.
That's local. Yeah, it's a local one. Locally owned, basically.
It's local. It's a reasonable price point. And yeah, like it actually would be my go-to.
Nice.
They took over from some of the Jameson lineage. They've done a great job with Keepers. They're great. They're amazing. I switch up. I don't think I drink any one consistently. I like variety. If I had to pick a staple, probably Makers is the one thing that's always at the bar for me. But I do rotate constantly. So
yeah, for me at home, I usually go through either Buffalo Trace or Eagle Rare.
Yeah.
They mentioned Buffalo Trace on the podcast. Yeah.
I've never heard of this podcast. I actually just Googled them and
that sounds cool.
To my Spotify playlist.
Yeah, heck yeah.
There you go.
Annette,
are you a whiskey guy?
Yeah, my husband has a very large. You guys should come over because I don't think that stuff's gonna last beyond our lifetime. There's so much booze down there because his uncle had, I think, a liquor store or a bar or something. So some of the stuff you wouldn't drink, it's just there for decoration. But we have a lot of stuff you can, and it's, oh my gosh.
Hey, Annette, here's a little secret. Us guys, we tell our spouses that our family members owned a bar. That helps give us the reason to have all these extra bottles at home.
I am kind of concerned though, because I'm like, our kid, I'm like, I remind my husband, I'm like, our son, because he's 8 now, but I'm like, think about it, 5 or whatever, how many years from now, I'm like, we probably should find a way to, I don't know, monitor this a little bit better. There's trouble in the future.
Just make sure you have no empty laundry detergent bottles at home, because then you might pour the whiskey into the. Do you guys remember Superbad?
Oh. What is this? It's been a long time since I've seen that.
That was the keg beer. That was the keg beer.
The keg beer. They poured it into the detergent bottle, and they carried it around to the party.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
If any kids are drinking whiskey, though, I think that's concerning. But whatever.
All right.
Good times.
TKG. What's in your crawl today?
Well, guys, it was Mama's Day the other day, and I'm a big fan of Mama's Day. But seriously, how often do we celebrate things? Enough is enough. I swear every single weekend we celebrate something. Someone's birthday, someone's a dad, someone's a mom, someone's a kid, someone graduated, someone was born, someone's getting married, someone's getting divorced, someone owned a business for 1 year or 20 years. Someone started something and we're going to cut a big ribbon in a parking lot with dirt hauled in. Someone's team won. It's a new year. It's Jesus' birthday. A bunny hid some eggs with candy in it. Someone bought a house. Someone wants to have a rewarming. I could go on for days. Seriously, think about all the celebrating you do in life. It's relentless and it's too much. We need less celebration. Back to you, Eddie.
Wow.
He's just trying to cut my entire lifeline and career and what I do for a living off right there.
Yeah, I could not disagree. I could not disagree more with this crawl.
I felt called out before you even mentioned the rewarming. Then you add to it, man. Jesus.
I think you added the rewarming.
I think that was an ad lib. Yeah.
That was an ad lib. Yep.
On behalf of the people of Whoville, we object.
Boo this man. Boo this man.
Something I want to bring up, TKG, about your stick and crawl. Last week, you mentioned your angst against hand modeling in pictures. You don't like people putting their hands and showing it off. But I'm going to have Troy throw some pictures on the screen of your hand modeling. And I shared this with Annette and Carbon and Troy. And just the amount of hand modeling you have done over the years of blogging is quite insane. It's quite, I would almost say, hypocritical.
It almost looks like you put lotion or something and just really made your nails look nice or something in them too.
There was care taken.
There's some pedicures done before these pictures were taken.
I do not prepare. No.
What? Name me another food blogger that's ever showed an X-ray of their actual hand. I mean, that's taking hand modeling to a whole new level.
That was when I broke my wrist. Damn it, Eddie! And I wanted to share with the world the fact that I was like Wolverine.
So we can celebrate your hand. Come on.
I think you just wanted to show off your bone structure.
Yeah, I mean, there's
flaunting.
There's pictures that you have taken where the food or the can could easily be
alleged
displayed
subject.
They could be displayed on the table, but yet you chose to pick it up and just display that hand of yours.
Okay,
the beautiful pedicured hands.
Every single time you see my hand, it is a necessary. Other than one time. One time it was not necessary, and in fact, that one time, if you're seeing the photo right now, it's of me holding some stupid potato chip, and it was just my way of making fun of people like those that actually do it.
Or is it trying to get affirmation from those that want to say, "Oh, TKG has such beautiful hands"?
Hell no.
Every time I see
I'm
a
going to
picture of your
assume like
hands,
he goes to bed with oven mitts with lotion inside of them is how he sleeps, just to.
I do lather up the lotion, but not in preparation for photos.
I mean,
Just
you
as
had
a matter
picture.
of course.
There's a picture of a shower head or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
In the back. What
was that post even about?
Yeah.
That was when I was out of state at a conference at a resort, and I decided I wanted to do a resort review. But again, it was me making fun of the people that do that shit. So like I was describing the mediocre restroom and then bitching about the towels.
You couldn't just take a picture of it. You had to physically hold it and show the hand.
It was necessary.
You should have laid the chip on the bed, or something like that. No.
I should have
laid the chip on the bed or something.
Yeah, I mean, or you're at Gabby's and you had a can in your hand, or at Argentina's empanadas, and that can was already on the table, and you took a picture of it, but then you proceed to pick it up and also hold it and take a picture as well. There, it felt.
Sometimes people masquerade as friends, and then at some point it becomes clear that it's all a farce.
Like when they don't show up for your celebrations.
Oh man.
Or they don't give you greeting cards.
I hate greeting cards.
Is this because you don't like cake and sweets and like those are part? Like I'm just trying to see like where this came from. So rude.
The celebration,
deep-rooted stuff.
Yeah.
It's all from his childhood. You got to get a therapist.
So,
you got to go way back. You got to go like
sessions.
80 years back. And
yeah,
that's right.
Before the mopeds, before all that.
Okay. Online shout-outs. Becca Waddell wants to pass along that she's blessed to work with a nonprofit called Kansas Kids Belong. Has anybody ever heard of this group? First time for me. They provide an easy way for businesses to offer practical, meaningful support to kids in foster care and families standing in the gap for them by simply doing what they're already doing. There's no cost, no extra roles necessary. It's just a way for them to help out these businesses. It's pretty cool there. Yeah. Emily Rose wants to pass along a pulled pork fundraiser on May 19th at Mays Elementary. For those that have not heard, the fundraiser is for the principal, Kyle White. He was diagnosed with a faulty heart valve and will be undergoing open heart surgery. So JT Tailgates will be supplying the meat. So go check that out. Emmy Delgado wants to shout out. I'm going to butcher the name. Is it Beyout? Beyout. How would you pronounce that?
Beyout.
Beyout.
Sure.
Beyout.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Beyout ICT because what they're doing, they just started a new business doing face painting. Amy shows a picture. We'll put it on the screen and check them out on Facebook if you're looking for a face painter. Next up, Olivia Kirshen wants to remind you all of an event taking place at La Vella on May 16th called Dueling for Cancer. It is a benefit for LLS, and you guessed it, dueling pianos will be there. Lastly, one of our friends, a fellow blogger, ICT Broke Girls, a.k.a. Ashley, wants to give you all a heads up that Thursday, May 22nd, is the first day of summer reading at the public library. And I know Westlink just reopened. They had the grand opening.
Yes.
I know, TKG, you hate celebrations, but they celebrated the grand opening of the new Westlink library this past Saturday. They did a really great job of it. If you like, I don't know if you like books, TKG, that might be one of your sticks. But
I hate reading.
Stop it.
Pictures only. There's only 2 books on his shelf, and sadly, he already colored one of them in.
Good.
Okay. Enough being on TKG for the episode.
We'll give you a break.
I'll love TKG, even though it might be hypocritical with the hand modeling.
What, lad?
We've caught you. Oh, by the way, if anybody's ever received a greeting card from TKG, please let me know. Because I want to know. I'm collecting these.
It's a
Sometimes
rare
we
commodity.
do the things we hate. I know I told you that before.
It's only 7 known to exist.
Yeah.
All right. What's good in Wichita? Time to come with something heartwarming you may have seen. Someone deserves a shout out. I will start. I want to give a shout out to all those working in care homes, nursing homes, whatever it may be. I've made no secret. I've put on my mom's in a memory care home, and just the stuff they deal with on a daily basis. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of love, and I mean, they are saints what they do. I can't say that enough because it's much appreciated. So if you're working in a care home anywhere like that, I appreciate you. Keep doing Lord's work. TKG.
Yeah, I want to shout out a little restaurant on the east side. It's called Saison Mexican Restaurant. And I know I've talked about them before, but I just heard the other day that someone had went in and they were raving about the food. But they said the same thing that I hear every time, that there's nobody in there. And so I just want to shout them out. If you haven't been to Saison Mexican Restaurant, some of the best food you can get, especially on the east side of Wichita. I haven't had anything there that wasn't top notch. So if you like, what is it? Chinese food? Is it considered to be Chinese?
I think they sell cinnamon rolls.
Thai. Hey, we didn't talk about it at all.
I had to bring it the cinnamon rolls.
I think the word you're looking for is Mexican because it's in the title of the store of the restaurant.
What do you say you like everything that you've had there? Is there something that you're like, oh, this is good, I need to get it again?
You know, I'm trying to remember the fish. I got a fish taco there, and it was absolutely amazing.
Awesome. Yeah.
I posted about it. I'll have. I can't remember what kind of fish.
I'll look for your hands. Okay, I'll search it.
You're just going after me because I went after Troy. I know how this works.
This is definitely some episodic television. We're getting callbacks now.
Speaking of Annette and Troy, did you guys went to Jersey Mike's? How was that?
Yeah, it was really good. I need to put my post up about it. Your video was he filmed like this whole thing before I even sat down with him and my husband at the table. I was just like, I see this video he puts out, and I'm like, where did he film this? We were just like behind him in line, but I enjoyed it. So we went to Wichita State's Jersey Mike's, and it was they have a little bit of a space there for people to sit inside and outside. Cute little area, but very fulfilling. I enjoyed the experience. I got the Italian Mike's Way.
Yeah,
that was good. That was good. Yeah, and you got some spicy. You got what was that stuff on there, Troy?
I got the hot honey stuff that they put on it, and then the Thai pepper sauce.
Yeah, I should have tried that on there, but it was delicious.
It was as hot as you could get it. It was really good.
I love it. My husband, he got the suggestion from TKG getting the Philly, and that was also good. So, I mean, thumbs up. So I will be returning again. So thank you for letting us go. And I mean, that was so sweet of you, seriously. So I'm glad we both got to enjoy it, Troy.
Yeah. Awesome. TKG, you had the fish fajitas.
Fish fajitas.
Yeah.
And you said the topping was flaky. The tortillas were clearly made fresh. The flavor was fantastic. You said it is freaking legit meal.
Freaking.
I know it's freaking. I like to say other things.
You're so mean.
All right, Troy.
Yeah, I want to shout. Wow, that was a good segment. I want to shout out a local nonprofit here in town. It's called Midwest Battle Buddies. They support our veterans by supplying them with service dogs. And so I know the founder, president, his name is Chip Newman. He's not actually a veteran, but he started this years ago. And they train, they feed, they get the service dogs ready for them to go in to be with a veteran. And it's just a really good service that they offer our veterans. But they're always looking for support. So they're looking for volunteers, donations. You can also sponsor an event. They have like a golf tournament every year and a couple other events to where fundraising events that they do. But they also have merch on their website. It's a really good thing they do for our veterans, and the number one thing that helps with the service dog, from what he was telling me, is a lot of veterans have PSTD, and so a service dog really helps them. And so, yeah, it's a good thing they're doing it. It's right here in Wichita. So
yeah, I'm looking at the website now. They've serviced over almost 50 veterans since they started, and it's very cool. I've never heard about them.
Yeah, they do good work. They do a lot of good work.
Yeah, for sure.
Carbon.
Man, I on this weekend where a brand new bar was built, sustained some injuries. I just want to give a shout out to the friends that you can count on, man. I mean, I know it's a Mother's Day weekend, a lot going on, but I had a couple friends, Justin and Mallory, love you guys to death. They came by. I didn't know what we were in for. I assumed it was going to be a few hours. I think we worked on this bar for like 5 hours. We're out in the heat and, stuck through it. Jay came by with the impact drill when the one battery died. My parents stopped by. Like, truly, for someone that did not grow up here, a lot of my childhood friends were all in New York, so I don't have a lot of those lifetime friends around here, but I've made a lot of amazing connections over the years. And, I get to meet and visit with a lot of people all the time, but I don't have the laundry list of those good friends you can count on. So the ones you can count on, the ones you can call on to lend a hand when you need that help, very much appreciated. So to those of you that do that for your friends or they do it for you, salute to you. I know going above and beyond the call of duty of friendship is a thing, but thank you to those that do it.
Carbon, if you ever need tools, I got a lot of them. I don't know how to use them, but you're not too far from me. Seriously.
Gotcha.
I buy tools, but I don't know how to use them. I just have them at home for someone else to come over and help me out.
I just send my wife because she likes home improvement jobs and I don't. So she's
true story. True story. One time I saw Troy in a parking lot. His car was having issues, and his wife was doing most of the fixing.
Really?
Yeah, he likes to tinker.
I bet her. I'm not surprised. I'm just teasing.
I pulled up. I was like, "What's going on?" And Troy said something. I had no idea what I was talking about. So I was like, "Yep." And Hannah was going to town and working on it. And
yep.
I was like, I don't belong here. All right, Annette, take us home.
This weekend with Mother's Day, it was so great going out to eat. We actually went to a couple places on Mother's Day. Like I said, we went to Meddy's, and it was just such a phenomenal experience with all the people there. It wasn't stressful. It was just a nice celebration. We also went the day before with my whole family to to Shanghai. And at Shanghai, Saigon's good though too. But at Shanghai, we just love it because it's just, we know the owners, it's just so great. And I just think all these places, you can tell like everyone's going there and experiencing things with their family. And they made such a wonderful experience. The people who work in the food industry, props to you for everything that you did this past weekend. You made my heart full, my stomach full. I mean, we didn't even eat, like we skipped breakfast when we knew we were going to Shanghai because I'm like, I'm loading up. So I did my part. But it was just great to see. And also for Mother's Day, for not just the moms, but the people who are other types of moms, aunts, stepmoms, there are lots of people who are hoping to become moms, people who've gone through the grief of losing a mom, certainly even though the day's passed, still thinking of you because, Mother's Day is more than just a celebration of mother figures, people, you all shine bright. So, everybody who made this weekend beautiful or who wanted to experience the positive, I hope that you got that.
Amen.
And if you celebrate Mother's Day, 4 or 5 of us approve.
Yeah, TKG just died on the inside from Annette.
This is a roast. Yeah. We should just relabel this thing. This roast is sponsored by
the Wichita Dinner Roast.
All I'm saying is 4 or 5 of us approve, which is all right. Troy, Carbon, Annette, TKG, always a pleasure seeing you.
Yeah,
get your hand things in. I can't. Mine doesn't do it. I need to figure out what's going on. All right, everyone else watching at home, thank you. We appreciate you as well. You've all been excused from the dinner table.